Shalom House, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It feels like a long time since we last chatted to each other. We just worked out it was, just under a year ago.
Yeah.
So you're from Shalom House. For those that might be new to hearing about who you are, what you do, give us a brief overview as to who you are and what you do.
So Shalom House is Pembrokeshire's only hospice facility. We have a day centre Monday to Friday. So people come to us sort of 10 o'clock in the morning and they leave about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And during that time, we do a whole host of activities with them. We do foot care, nail care. We have a wonderful therapeutic bath. We do Reiki, reflexology, anything basically that somebody wants during that day. We can normally source it and sort it for them. It just gives their carers a break for some people, and for some other people, it just gives them a break from sort of social isolation. So it gives them a chance to come in and talk to people that are going through the same sort of things, and then, hopefully get some help. We have nurses on duty, and those nurses will help with anything from hospital appointments to whatever else that person needs. When we can get funding, which we do through grants and everything, we do respite care. So people can come to us on a Monday and leave on a Friday. So they have that whole week with us. And we try to do about 6 to 7 of those throughout the year. Actually, we just had one last week and it was a wonderful week. Everyone got to go out and we got to do quizzes and all sorts of things. So we try and do that. And again, it just gives that carers a break for a whole week. So they know between Monday and Friday, they can go off and have a breakaway, go on holiday because their loved ones are being looked after.
Yeah, a lot of people think hospices and they think palliative care. They think it could be a very morbid environment. However, my experience of working within different hospice environments through my past life, they're actually some of the most wonderful, colourful, cheerful places that I've been to. And I imagine that's what you replicate in Shalom House.
Definitely. Not morbid in any way, shape or form. We have such a laugh. Some of the things I hear from some of the attendees that come in would make people blush. And it's it's just a really positive atmosphere. Shalom was chosen because it means a feeling of peace and tranquility. And you sort of get that as you come through the door. You get that sort of feeling of peace as you come through the door for Shalom as well.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily very peaceful for you at the moment because of the fundraising landscape that we find ourselves in. Give us a bit more detail as to the difficulties you're finding yourself in.
I think with people nowadays, there's not so much money with the cost of living and everything going up. So our staffing bills are going up because obviously increased in the living wage. We have electricity, gas bills all going up, and the income is going down, unfortunately, just because people haven't got that extra income anymore. We lost about, over the last year, we lost about 10 grand in donations from the previous year. So we can see the huge difference it's making. And unfortunately, with that difference, we are coming to the end of our resources. We may lose our funding. We get about 20% of our funding through the health board. We may lose that again later this year. And if that happens within the next year, I can see Shalom closing unless there's a huge influx of money coming into us.
Got a real risk of a full closure of the facility.
Closure. Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, you're not alone feeling this. Marie Curie were on the national press just in the last couple of days saying the same thing, same plight. And that's a large organization with many beds and inpatients. But you were just telling me off air that you kind of fall through the cracks. This new investment's been announced for hospice homes, £4 million. It sounds great. However, you're not necessarily going to see any of that.
Unfortunately not, no. They have invested £4 million in Wales for hospices, which is fantastic news and it helps a lot of hospices out across Wales. Unfortunately, because we're not a commissioned hospice, we don't actually get any of that money. So that doesn't help us as Shalom House in any way, shape or form. We're not the only hospice. There's other places across Wales as well that fall into the same category as us, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that distinction is not because you're any less of a hospice, is that you don't have that inpatient element of the house. Is that right?
Exactly, yes, because we don't run a hospice 24/7, basically, which is what we'd love to do. If somebody was to invest enough into us, we would love to run a hospice 24/7. We have the plans and everything else. We just need the money to do it.
Yeah, and the money to do it, you've launched now a Save Shalom House fundraiser. Give us more detail as to what that entails.
So we're launching a Save Shalom, and it's just about sort of getting more awareness of Shalom House. Shalom House has been around for 15 years, and yet we still hear people say, oh, we've heard of you, but we don't really know what you do. So we're going to change our name slightly to include hospice within the name so that people have more of an idea. But it's just about sort of making more awareness, and we need the people of Pembrokeshire to get behind us. So if you are holding a fundraising event and you're not sure who to donate your money to, donate it to Shalom House, because we need it, basically.
Mhm.
What would be nice is us to have a huge influx of money, somebody to come along and invest a huge influx of money and save us. We will be approaching sort of local businesses, large businesses, anyone really that we can think of that may be able to help Shalom House.
Yeah. And if people they want to make regular payments or they want to donate to this fundraiser, how can they get in touch and find out more about you?
So contact us at Shalom House. The phone number there is 01437 721 344. That's 01437 721 344. Or you can email me or find us on Facebook. That's probably the easiest thing. Come and find us on Facebook. We've got our GoFundMe up on Facebook as well, so you can join there, do the crowdfunding with us. Basically, anything you want, just get in contact. And if you need me to come along and help run the event, I'm always happy to come along, no matter what day, what time, to help run events as well.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how little or big a donation is, the fact that people are giving is going to help Save Shalom.
Absolutely. Every penny we receive makes a huge difference to us. So if you're only donating £20, that £20 is going to make a difference. All of that will go towards helping with our respite, helping with days out for our attendees, helping with the food for the respite. So every single penny makes a big difference to us.
And you just hit the nail on the head there. It's not about you or Shalom House. It's about the people that use it and the carers who rely on that respite care to give them a break. We hear all the time about unpaid carers and people that find themselves in these situations. To find help is difficult, and you're there. You're in St. David's. You're able to provide that support. So if you're able at home to provide any pennies, pounds, whatever it might be, to support Shalom and keep it active, then please do get in touch. Find them on Facebook, Shalom House. Sam, I hope it goes really well. We've loved catching up with you in the last couple of years here on the Breakfast Show with Folly Farm, and we look forward to keep catching up with you over the coming years as well. Brilliant. After this fundraiser.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.
The latest news with Elena Paget is on the way here on your breakfast show. It's your Dreamtron Breakfast Show with Folly Farm.
From the heart of Pembrokeshire,